Hello everyone and welcome to Sandra's Crafting Corner. If you would, please subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. Also like, comment, and share. This video is part of Sign Wednesday, hosted by Eileen from Crafty Leanie. Her co-hosts for this month and every month are Diane and Yanni from Deco Easy. I'll have their channels listed below in the description box, as well as the playlist for this challenge, so you may check out what other creators have created. The items you'll need will be listed in the description box below. Now on to the DIY. First thing you're going to do is get a scrap piece of wood that is 24 inches square. Next, you're going to take this chalk paint in the color sheepskin, which is an off-white, and paint the whole thing. You'll need to paint the front and the sides only. Next, I took my ruler and measured 1.5 inches down and 2 inches in to make the holes for the wires to go through. Now I'm going to take my drill with a 1/4 inch drill bit and drill the holes for the wire. Next, I made stencils out of contact paper using my Cricut, but you can use any stencil letters that you have on hand. And once again, using my ruler, I make sure that it is perfectly centered. Now I'm going to take this spouncer and use this rich black chalk paint to stencil on the letters. I'm going to show you here how you transfer the stencil. When you weed it, you weed out this part that you would normally keep, and then you would take the contact paper and cover the whole thing, so that way when you try to take it apart and take the backing off, you don't make it rip apart. I'm just going to finish here putting everything on the board to make sure it's all going to fit properly and where to place everything, and then I will start taking off the backings. Once you get it where you want it, then you take your burnishing tool and make sure that all the pieces are flat. That way none of the paint goes underneath the stencil. I always peel up the stencil while it's still wet. That way the paint and the contact paper don't dry together and somehow you will pull off the paint when you pull off the contact paper. That's just always been my way of doing things, but if you like waiting till it dries, then do what works best for you. Now you're just going to do the same thing to the bigger stencil. will be stenciling this lettering with the same black as I did the other lettering. Next, I will take this Waverly chalk paint in the color Moss and paint the leaves on each side of the words. Taking this 10 gauge copper wire, I'm going to cut a pretty long length of it so that way I can tie little knots in the front and push them through the holes in the back of the board. Now I'm just going to take my pliers and curl down the wire. To make a bow on top of the wire, I am using 1.5 and 2.5 inch ribbon. The 1/2 inch ribbon will be for the center knot and the 2.5 inch ribbon will be for the bow. I cut 2 different lengths of it so that way I could have 2 separate bows. Next, I will fold down one end and then I will cut off the excess wire from each side and then glue them together, overlapping just slightly. Do the same thing for the smaller loop. Then you take the smaller piece of ribbon and fold it in half. That way you can put it around the middle. Then just pinch the loops in a tri-fold manner before putting the little loop around the middle. I decided here that I wanted some long tails, so I cut another length of the 2.5 inch ribbon the length of the wire. I then folded it in half and then pinched it in the middle to go in the middle of the bow on the back. I was having trouble getting everything to stick together, so I had to glue everything together in the center before I could tri-fold it. Then you're going to glue the bow to the wire before adding the centerpiece, and then put the centerpiece around the wire and the bow. Now just flip everything over and then glue the centerpiece in the back. After that dries a little, you're going to flip it back over and glue the tails down along the wire. I fluffed the tails up strategically every once in a while just to give it a little bit of life. Also, you want to dovetail your ends. That's where you fold it lengthwise and then cut it from the folded part to the outer edge. Finish fluffing up the bow and then your project is finished. Let me know what you think in the comments below, or simply just say hi. Don't forget to check out the channels Crafty Leanie and Deco Easy, as well as the playlist for this challenge. Those will be listed in the description box below. If you're new here and like what you saw, would you please subscribe to my channel? If you're not new here, welcome back. Would you please like, comment, and share my video? Thank you, and take care.